My name is Zajac. I'm sailing Nacra since 2014. My biggest success was a medal at the Olympic Games in Rio 2016. And since 2017, I'm sailing with Attersee.
Hi, my name is Matz. I'm from Neusiedl, from Robline. I'm sailing since sailing Nacra 17 ton, and before I was sailing laser.
Yeah, the Nacra 17 is a little bit different than the laser. It's a little bit faster. We are going on 2 highs, and since 2017 we are going on foils. So we are the only Olympic foiling boat. What is also special that we sail mixed. That means girl and boy have to sail together. Now comes some gusty on our Austrian lake. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the male or the female is steering or crewing. So yeah, I think the most special thing is that it's a very extreme boat. We are very fast and it's very competitive.
Fast, foiling, and fun.
So for my main sheet, I have a really cool main sheet, I have to say. I'm using a Dyneema Technora polyester cover with a SK99 Dyneema core. The special thing about my main sheet is it's quite light and I can use a thin main sheet. Why? Because the machine kind of, let's say, destroyed it. It's like thick and small at the same time, so it has really good grip. So this was what we were looking for. We were developing it with Robline the last years. Yeah, now we are really happy with it, and I think many people are using it already.
I use a sheet with a lot of Technora. It's very important for me because I have 2 mathematic blocks for Zajac, and the sheet always gets destroyed because of the mathematic. So this sheet is lasting super long, because before I was getting tired of doing new Zajac sheets, and now I have for 3 months or even longer.
Yeah, I'm super happy with our trapeze rope. We have a trapeze rope which is a Dyneema in Dyneema, which means we have a Dyneema core with a Dyneema cover. So it's pretty nice because we can splice the cover. It's pretty easy, and yeah, we don't have to do any knots. And usually if the cover is strong enough, you can splice it. So that's pretty handy, and I really like it. And yeah, until now it was helping us to go really fast in the trapeze in and out.
I like this foil trimming rope. It has no core. It's super easy for splicing, and it's nice for trimming the foils, and it fits perfectly in our foil trim.
Yeah, it was very special that we didn't sail the last couple of weeks. I think we never had such a long break from sailing. Yeah, that was a bit sad, but yeah, I think that this COVID-19 had much more impact on other jobs than us sports people. So yeah, it's not too bad for us. We just missed the sailing. Right now we should be in Japan, training in the Olympic venue. But as everybody knows, first of all, they moved the Olympics next year. Second of all, it's really hard to travel abroad. But on the other side, we can sail in beautiful Austria on our lakes. That's something special. It's the very first time we sail in Austria, and that the foiling Nacra is feeling the Austrian water. So that's the positive side of it, and usually we like to see the positive things of it.
Yeah, because we couldn't sail a lot in last time, so it's good. We have more time to prepare. Now it's a bit back to the roots, coming to our lakes home. It feels like in the youth, sailing summer. It's nice to sail here. At the moment we're missing a bit of wind, but we are looking forward to get a proper training and prepare us proper for the Olympia.
Well, usually we spend 45 hours on the water. On our Austrian lake, we spend the time on the water. The wind is allowing us to spend the time on the water. So here usually we had like 3 hours of wind the last days. Now it's pretty warm. We had super cold days with wind. So we can choose to freeze or to go or to stay in the warm and not go sailing. So yeah, but we have to work a lot on our boats. We have to splice our ropes. We have to sand our foils or do our physical work. So there is a lot of things to do we can do when we don't go sailing. Our trick is similar to the ones you tell the kids where you do a lake. I think the only thing you have to take care is the rope which is looking away from you should be up and not down. Then you kind of go through the hole. We say to the kids like the snake is coming out of the lake, going around the tree and back inside to the lake. And there you have the bowline. So the bowline is like every other important rope we are using, which means it should be easy to do. And if you put the rope super tight, it's always super easy to open them. So that's the special thing about our sailing ropes. But we actually don't have too many knots on our boat. Most of the things we are splicing, so we don't even have to learn too many knots. Babsi is getting drunk the night before. She's more loose the next day.
Yeah, before an important regatta, we check all our boats, so all of the ropes, if they're fine, if we have to change something or not. So we prepare that we know that everything's ready on the day we go on the water, and that we can trust in our material.
Yeah, usually before a super important race, we try to be on the venue at least 1 to 2 weeks before the first start. And then we try not to have 6 hours on the water every day, because you get tired after 2 weeks. And for us, it's always important to have a day off, 2 days before the first start, and the day before the race, we usually do easy maneuvers and maybe a practice race. And then, as Babsi mentioned, we have a list. We check all our boat because you don't want to lose a race because of a broken shaky or some old rope. So that's why this is our kind of routine to don't worry during the race. Yeah, actually there is a rope. I mean, I really like this rope. It has a super tight cover, which makes it almost impossible to splice it. I always try to make this rope and I splice it, but it costs me so many hours, many broken needles and a lot of pain in my fingers. So usually we just splice this rope for once a year for a super important race, or maybe only for the Olympic Games. We test this rope and then we don't use it too much because we are it's just impossible to splice this one. I think you don't sell it anymore, but we still like the rope. Why? The rope is super long. It's our Nacra halyard. It's like 20 something meters, and because it's so long and it goes around so many blocks, the rope usually is twisting, and because the cover is so tight, it's not twisting. So that's why we like this rope. But at the moment we are using the Dingista Pro, which is also a perfect rope for us and easy to splice. So this is the one we are usually using in the end.
This control took me a while to learn it, how to splice it. At the beginning it took me a few hours. Now it's done in 15 minutes.
But Babsi is really good in splicing it now.
Too.
Now I'm always saying I don't want to splice it, so Babsi is splicing it. And she's doing really good jobs on it. You can trust it. two things for me. First of all, if, for example, if we wait for wind, because it's a long day, you know, sometimes we are depending on the weather, then I don't like to lay around somewhere super lazy. Like, I want to do some kind of things, so my attention is not going down. And especially if you sail a foiling boat or a boat which is very demanding physically, then you don't want to eat some big steak or a lot of meal before. So yeah, I think I'm taking care of these 2 points. I don't know about you, Babsi.
I would say take care of your material, that you don't have, if you see that something is wrong or doesn't look super new or it's super used, you should change it before it breaks. So because you are too lazy, you should do it and not wait until it breaks.
It's happening all the time.
Okay.
And then you think, okay, it shouldn't happen again, but it's happening again. I think there is almost nothing. I mean, we forgot already everything. I think we forgot watch, important tools, the compass. Even we forgot, I think, once the foils when we went on the water. Yeah, there is always something. I mean, we go sailing almost every day with the same equipment and still we forget all the things. Most of the times I forget to put sun cream on my skin, so I like when the coach has some sun cream on board. But he also forgets many things. So yeah, it's no easy life.
I just forgot once my hand gloves. This was painful, so I will never forget it.